I think I'm just too old school to really enjoy this type of news, or to really understand kind of the point of this type of news. It's one of those interesting subjects that people are going to feel a certain way about. I know I feel a certain way about it. Again, it's just a rumor slash report. But if it is to be believed, it looks like Game Pass could be going to the Nintendo Switch, which, depending on how you feel about things, could be a good or bad thing. I don't really know. But again, this is something that was sort of posted on like the Reset Era forums and things like that from a quote-unquote insider. Does that mean that it's 100% true? No, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's 100% true, but we have heard that there are some different rumors and things like that, where it's concerned that, the Nintendo Switch could be getting some dividends and things like that. We do know that Microsoft is working with Nintendo. They want things on every device possible. So it's very interesting to see how this could actually work out. What it means for Xbox fans is pretty much the end of any type of, exclusivity. Like, you can't even say anything's exclusive anymore at that point. Not even console exclusive, because, you got things on Nintendo Switch and phones and tablets and PC and Xbox, and the only thing preventing it from going to PlayStation would be the fact that, would be the fact that they don't want it there, right? So I'm not sure exactly the logistics of how this will work, or if it would be, something along the lines of just some of the smaller games, because and I had heard this before as well, that stuff like Ori 2, Cuphead, some of these smaller games might actually go to Switch. I don't know what Microsoft gets out of that, to be honest with you, or how this affects Nintendo. And I get that it's not locally playable and things like that, and some people might go, oh hell yeah, but and that could be cool. You might go, oh man, I could play Gears 5 on my Switch and stream it, like, great. And I think that is a better option than, say, on a phone or a tablet. But still, it's like a small piece of gaming history sort of goes away. And where does that leave Xbox? I do really, really, really feel like, and this is not a knock or anything like that, I just happen to personally feel like Microsoft is slowly weaning people off their console, and I think that's a sad time. I don't really like that idea. I think that it's unfortunate. I'm a console guy. I've always been a console guy. It's disappointing to see them sort of try to wean people off of that, which is obviously where we're headed. I get that, and I know that I'm totally old school. Where does this leave Xbox? I don't know, but I do know that it makes Xbox less and less relevant. And again, and I've mentioned this as a point multiple times, is if you're an Xbox Live player and you like playing games on Xbox Live, right? Well, what happens is it waters down your community, right? Because there's going to be less actual people playing natively on an Xbox console, so you're going to be stuck playing against people who maybe aren't as, who are lagging due to the inevitable lag that's going to be present on a game that you're streaming. So a multiplayer game streaming, there's obviously going to be input lag, so you have an advantage. If you're playing against somebody who's playing on a phone, there's obviously touchscreen lag and things like that. So, that's going to get old, playing against people that can't really defend themselves. You know what I mean? And it's going to be eventually get less and less and less and less Xbox players, until eventually they stop making that, and then it just leads Microsoft to being, I guess, like a third party type deal. And I'm not really happy about that. So, where does that leave my Xbox? Where does that leave your Xbox? If it's true, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe you guys think it's cool. I don't know. For me, I can see some benefits in it, but I also just see the end of an era within sight, and that's kind of sad for me personally. I'm not knocking it. I'm not some oh man, shake my fist at the sky kind of guy. I'm just saying it would be a little bit disappointing. So let me know what you guys think. Please sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.